This report brought to you by the Richmond Club, where investors and high-growth companies meet.
I'm Galit Solomon for the Richmond Report. In late March, Helius Medical Technologies, a neurotech company, received clearance from Health Canada to market one of its proprietary products. It was a major milestone for the company. We sat down with the president, CEO, and chairman of the board, Phil Deschamps, to learn more. Phil, I would like to welcome you to the Richmond Report.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
This is a very exciting time for your company, Helius. And of course, we're going to get into those details in just a moment. But to begin, let's start with an overview perspective of the company. In about 30 to 45 seconds, tell me about Helius and what it is that you do.
Helius Medical Technologies is a company that's designed around the PONS device. It's a device that, when combined with physical therapy, helps people to be relieved from neurological symptoms of disease or trauma. So those are things like multiple sclerosis, symptoms of multiple sclerosis, or traumatic brain injury, Parkinson's. So that is essentially what the company has been formed to do.
And Helius very recently received some great news from the FDA. Share the news with us.
Yes, it was very exciting. Earlier, we did receive what's called Breakthrough Designation from the FDA. That's a program that FDA has in place that essentially selects medical devices that satisfy a very high unmet medical need. And they were satisfied through our application that PONS was a product like that. The effect that has on our ability to get clearance here in the U.S. is it sets up a different engagement with FDA that allows us to work more collaboratively to be able to get our product cleared in the U.S. So we're very pleased and looking forward to working with FDA to get this product cleared for the million or so patients in the U.S. that have multiple sclerosis.
Phil, your stock is still tremendously undervalued considering how much you've been able to achieve, and especially now that you've received this designation from the FDA. So tell us, why do you suppose your stock is undervalued?
So we'd like to believe that our stock is greatly undervalued. I think there's a couple of important numbers that would demonstrate this. So the addressable market, as I mentioned, for our TBI indication in Canada is over $3 billion. Our new indication for MS in Canada allows us to promote the product to 93,000 Canadians who have MS. Our desire is to penetrate that market by about 20% over the next 5 years. That's $50 million in sales over the next 4 or 5 years, which should translate to hundreds of millions of dollars in enterprise value. And lastly, as you pointed out, we did just get our breakthrough designation with FDA, which should allow us over time to get our clearance here in the U.S. And with that clearance in the U.S. allows us to promote the product for the million patients here in the U.S. That have MS and gait deficit with their MS. So these are all short, medium, and longer term value inflections for our product that we think will benefit shareholders that take advantage of buying our stock now.
Phil, we're sharing with the viewers right now visuals that you shared with us, and that is of patients who were at the start of treatment and then at the end of treatment with the PONS device, and seeing that improvement is really phenomenal. It's a huge improvement that you notice. What can you tell us about what you've seen through some of these studies?
Actually, that's one of the best parts of my job. I get to visit the clinics that treat the patients that are represented in the video that you saw. And less people think that we just picked that out, that one video that was successful to be able to present here. The truth is that our studies show that on average, people achieve the kinds of results that you saw in that video, where they had a profound balance disorder, go through treatment, and on average come into the normal range of balance. I can't tell you how easy it makes it to get up in the morning and do this work, and I hope to translate my enthusiasm to people. Sometimes you have the benefit of investing in a company that also allows you to do really good, and I can certainly vouch for the fact that when I talk to the patients and they talk to me and feedback how in some cases this has changed their lives, it's extraordinarily gratifying.
Right. And in the cases of TBI as well as MS, we're looking at physical improvements. What about improvements to things like memory for disorders such as dyslexia or attention deficit disorder? Have you ever considered looking into those areas as well?
We certainly consider to look in those areas, absolutely, and that's one of the really wonderful aspects of the PONS platform. It really doesn't. It's not limited by any chance of being able to find many other applications of this particular technology. Right now, it would be way premature for me to make any statement with respect to its ability or its effect on cognition. Those are promising things to study as we go forward, and certainly having a good scientific basis to be able to make the claims that we do is what we really believe in. And so for MS and TBI, we're done and have proven that. And for all of these other indications, we'll certainly look to do that over the next several years.
Looking ahead to the rest of 2020, let us know what's coming down the pipelines for Helius.
Well, the most important thing for us now that we have breakthrough designation in the US is to complete our submission. We expect to do that in the second half of the year and then engage very actively with FDA to try to get our device cleared here in the US. Number two is continuing to expand our network of authorized clinics in Canada. This, just to give you a small idea on how much we've improved our efficiency in that, in all of 2019, we opened up 7 authorized clinics, and just in the first 2 months of the year, we had 7 other authorized clinics open up. So this has not been affected by COVID. We were able in the virtual world to engage with future clinics. So we hope once the country opens up again to have many more clinics become authorized to be able to deliver our innovative therapy.
Very good. Phil, it sounds like a really exciting times ahead. We look forward to getting an update from you in several months down the line. Thank you so much for your time today.
It's my pleasure. All the best to you.
To learn more about Helius and other high-growth companies, be sure to head to www.richmondclub.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn. For the Richmond Report, I'm Galit Solomon.
If you enjoyed this video, please let us know. You've been watching the Richmond Club Report. If you've just come across this channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'm sure you'll find a lot of interesting and lucrative investment and trading ideas around here. We'll see you again soon on the next video. Cheers, guys. Have an amazing and profitable day.